What's up, everyone? Welcome to a show I like to call Reasons to Live. Basically, it's a show dedicated specifically towards all of you out there watching this who struggle with suicidal thoughts like I once did myself, to remind you that there are dozens, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, decillion, infinite reasons why you should choose life over death. Now, the subject of today's episode is... You ready for it? Your favorite card games! Now, I know it might not seem like that big of a reason to live, but hear me out. When we don't have these big, gigantic things that we feel are what's anchoring us to life, what do? We improvise with smaller things to build our way up to the next level until we get something a bit higher up in terms of enjoyment in that. And this can be your first step. I know card games might not necessarily be your thing, but for some of you, it might bring you a lot of joy. Like me personally, I'm not sure this counts here, but my favorite card game ever, and one of my favorite games altogether, is Cards Against Humanity. I love Cards Against Humanity so much. It's one of my favorite things to play with my friends. We even have a Cards Against Humanity championship in the group for which I am the proud holder. But it's stuff like that's what's worth living for, honestly. Little things that build up alongside one another, little things that we enjoy, by the way, to make this great big thing called life worth enjoyable. And if you die right now, you'll never get to play your favorite card game, card trick, or any of that ever again. Now, before you get going, I would like to have a quick 1v1 with you. Is this your card? Anyway. Now, down in the description below, I put 5 mental health resources that you could use. I put the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, the Crisis Text Line, National Sexual Assault Hotline, the Trevor Project, and the Trans Lifeline. And basically, I know it can be a very, very scary thing reaching out to something like that. I know a couple years ago, it was one of the most terrifying things that I've done in my life. But it worked out for me in the end, and I know it can work out for you. So here's what I did to help fully break off that fear and stereotypes that unfortunately surround these valuable resources and prevent us from reaching out for help. I put the links to their respective web pages all down below, right next to their numbers, so you can check out their websites and see what they're about exactly. And I also put a link in the first thing in the description below, and that'll take you to an article by BuzzFeed that explains exactly what happens when you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline or text the Crisis Text Line, and it does an amazing job at ripping away those stereotypes. Hopefully, it can help you, because stuff like that is what helped me reach out years ago before, and it saved my life. So, I hope my words today were able to help you in any way possible. Sorry if I'm not the best speaker or if I ramble too much, but I'm trying my best for you. My name is Matthew Genzali, and remember, there's always a reason to smile.